Extremely graphic, bloody, animated violence and gore. Slippin' Jimmy yells, "It's Slippin' time!" and slips all over some kids. Very violent. During the meth-induced slipping rampage, Slippin' Jimmy kills 27 minorities. On a television, the violent video game Fortnite is shown for a few seconds. Jimmy gets shot dead by a kid named Finger. Slippin' Jimmy shoots up his school. Slippin' Jimmy flies a plane into the Twin Towers. Slippin' Jimmy gets bullied at school a lot, so he decides to get his revenge by going to China and inventing coronavirus. Despite the show being animated, it shows the most graphic violence and gore out of the entirety of the Breaking Bad franchise. Slippin' Jimmy and Finger are frequently seen brutally killing children in a graphic manner. Heavy amounts of blood and gore are shown. This occurs almost every episode in the show. Slippin' Jimmy wears a bomb and detonates it in an airport, killing 37 people. Slippin' Jimmy stabs his teacher 803 times in the face. This is shown on screen in close-up detail. Slippin' Jimmy commits suicide and live streams it on TikTok. This show has a total on-screen body count of 987,892 and 3 people. That's not the number. Why did I mess it up so badly? Jimmy dresses up as a chimp and brutally murders 71 people in a restaurant using a machine gun. Slippin' Jimmy recreates Modern Warfare 2's infamous No Russian mission. There is a disturbing animated remake of the episode Ozymandias, except Slippin' Jimmy loses all his family members as they get shot in the head and finished up by Lalo and Tuco Salamanca. The animation quality will kill you in real life. Use of frick, ass, balls, and shit. Constant use of the N-word in a state of pure hysteria. Slippin' Jimmy often yells every single racial, homophobic, and transphobic slur multiple times at targeted minorities. The highly offensive and obscene term poo is used once. There are 1,216 more billion uses of the F-word and its derivatives. Religious slurs such as "oh my god" are used to upset elderly people. This is shown in graphic detail. The word "slippin" is used over 1,216 trillion times every episode. The phrase "it's slippin' time" does not appear throughout the show at all. This could be considered highly offensive to some viewers. Frequent hard drug use and hard drug references. There is drug use and references of every drug in existence in this show, and it's extremely graphic and in your face. Slippin' Jimmy accidentally consumes 700 pounds of coke on purpose. Slippin' Jimmy gets deep vein thrombosis from injecting heroin permanently for 12.5 seconds. Slippin' Jimmy snorts 2.2 cubic liters of meth and goes on a slipping rampage. Slippin' Jimmy eats 1,000 centimeters of cannabis twice. Slippin' Jimmy smokes 500 kilograms of LSD laced with vitamin C. Slippin' Jimmy butt chugs 12 gallons of pure alcohol and gets drunk. Slippin' Jimmy absorbs 50,000 metric feet of crack cocaine and gets addicted. Slippin' Jimmy fills a swimming pool with acid and drinks from it. Slippin' Jimmy's ODs on Viagra and turns into Morbius. Slippin' Jimmy impersonates a Burger King employee and serves unsuspecting customers flakka. Slippin' Jimmy injects his eyeball with 800 million thousand milligrams of crocodile and gets pink eye. Slippin' Jimmy sells 57 opioid pills at once to try and stop being addicted to morphine eye drops. Slippin' Jimmy eats 900 hours of fentanyl and dies. Slippin' Jimmy sniffs petrol and diesel with each nostril, and his pupils dilate, and in a trippy dream sequence he meets Colombian Walter White. Jimmy proclaims he is now Jimmy proclaims he is now snorting before overdosing on 879 kilograms of Bolivian cocaine. Slippin' Jimmy joins the Sinaloa cartel and does 978 pounds of pure Slipium before dying, and he speeds up his death by snorting Chuck, his femboy father's ashes. Slippin' Jimmy snorts concrete in a desperate effort to get high, but instead goes insane and starts seats. One episode follows Slippin' Jimmy's descent into a destructive morphine addiction where he ingests 40,000 painkiller tablets that have been crushed up and inserted into 5 million separate heroin needles, all of which Jimmy uses in the course of the episode. The scene where Slippin' Jimmy slips is very intense. The references to crypto are very disturbing and may be triggering for some. A scene where Slippin' Jimmy commits and promotes arson. Slippin' Jimmy dies. No, wait. Slippin' Jimmy slips and dies, and it is very sad and one of the emotional movie scenes of all time. The show features constant school shooting jokes. One episode features a school shooter, but Slippin' Jimmy manages to disarm them and kill them. And then Slippin' Jimmy uses the gun to shoot up the school himself. An unexpected and shocking twist. In episode 3, it's Slippin' time. A character named Finger appears and brutalizes several women before saying his iconic catchphrase, "Kid named Finger." Far more disturbing than a Serbian film. 2010, Marco has an encounter with the Fishman, a god who judges him to be not faced enough and sentences him to 20 lifetimes of intense... I can't pronounce that word. Jimmy slips the abyss slips back. And Jimmy gives his soul to Baal Ha-Othagar, who asks Jimmy to murder the gods. There are scenes where Jimmy must rip apart these gods with his bare teeth while they writhe in pain. Slippin' Jimmy is an absolute sick megalomaniac who has been seen talking with intense pleas from Slippin' all over who are helpless to resist. Side characters such as the Breaking Bad show many signs of intense PTSD as a result of the Slippin' that he had endured. Not for the weak-hearted.